Hi Connor. Today we're going to have a look at another object in the scene that you're working on, which is the Jurassic Park scene. And I'm just going to leave this aside and I'm going to have a word to you about what you'd like to happen with this one. But let's move that to a different layer for the moment, just out of the way, and we'll deal with it at another time. So I'm going back out of edit mode into object mode, and then I'm going to move it to a different layer. And as you know, we can press M to move and choose a layer for it, or we could always go Object, move to Layer, click there, and then select a layer here. So that's in the Object tab down here. We need to make sure that our cursor is in the center when we add new objects, because we're going to be making a fence. Our new object is a fence. I'm going to put the cursor back in the center. If we've moved it somewhere else, then our objects will go somewhere else. And we want them right in the center so they're easy to work with. So let's go Shift S. And now that I think about it, I'm just going to turn screencast on here. User preferences, screencast. This is going to allow you, oh, it's already on. I need to enable it. This is going to allow you to be able to see what I do when I do it. Down in this corner, you're going to see if I was to go M and try and move something, you would see M there, and you'll see the keys that I'm pressing. I want to put my cursor back in the center, so I hold down Shift and press S, and cursor to center is the option I want. So I'll click there, and now my cursor's in the center. Now we're going to add, well, I'll show you what I'm going to be working on. I found a couple of pictures, one of which was this one. Got a big concrete base down the bottom here, and then some metal girders that go up from that concrete base, and we've got some poles that go across this way. So we'll start, I think, with the concrete base. Nice and simple. Make a cube for that, and then we'll have a look at what we're going to do with this girder, which I've done a couple of times now, and I think I've got a good way to do it. So let's go back to our picture. I also have another picture here somewhere. Where is it? This one here. Yes, that's a nice clear picture of the base. It's thicker at the bottom than it is at the top. We'll try and do that. And the top of this girder is quite thick. I also got some pictures of some girders. I think that's where we're aiming. I'm going to have a chat to you about this one because I think that's the sort of thing you're aiming at. And we'll do some fences that are going to be around the outside for the moment. But I'll have a chat to you about that because that was something I found. These girders. I like this girder here. Nice shape. Eye shape. We're going to make that eye shape and we're going to extrude it out that way. So we're going to do 2D shape like this, just faces, and extrude that way. There was a lot of pictures of girders, but I'm pretty happy with that one. So I'm going to work with that sort of model for our fence uprights. Anyway, so let's start with the concrete base. Let's put a cube in. Let's go create, a little create tab up here, and we'll put a cube in. Now, I'm going to be using this ground plane here. So I want to move it up a bit. I want that origin there in the center to be at the base on this ground plane. I don't want to move now because, oh, my origin goes out. I want my origin right in the center. So first thing we're going to do is go straight into edit mode. That way we can just move the faces and leave the origin where it is. So edit mode, already got all our faces selected. Going to move that up. Now, I'm not exactly sure at looking like here where I need it to go. So I'm going to do one of the little tricks of the trade, and I'm going to hold down Control. And that locks it. See, when I move with Control on, it locks it to positions. And that is really handy because it means everything's nice and clean. So when I move this one, I'm going to hold down Control, and that is flat on the base there. Next thing we're going to do is we are going to stretch it out a bit. Let's stretch that side out there and that side out there a bit. And I think if I just jump back to our pictures, I think, see that picture, it's upright there. We've got this little bit of an angle here. We'll deal with that in a second. And this one, where's the other one? This one has an angle here. So I'll fold one side in and we'll leave the other one as straight. So how do I do that? Let's fold this side here that way. I'm going to do that just by selecting this edge here. I go edge select and select that edge and just fold it down like that. Easy as you like. Now we're going to do a bit of a trick. We are going to put a bevel on it because like I was showing you over here in our picture, I'm going to lose my picture, got a bit of a bevel on the edge there. It's not exactly square, it's not pointed. So I'll show you how to do that. What we do is we select all the edges we want to bevel. We're going to select that one we've already got selected, hold down shift, select that one, and 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 that one. And then we are going to bevel it. Now, I'm going to show you a bit of a trick of the trade. Spacebar. When you put your cursor in the center here, mouse in the center, spacebar. And we are going to search for things. Now you can do lots of stuff in spacebar menu. There's already lots of things here. We've got edit mesh tools. We're going to be editing edges. And in here, you're going to find bevel. Other way I could find bevel, I could go mesh down here, go up to, this is a bit deep in there, we can go edges, there's edges right there, and bevel. Or spacebar, search. And you'll see that I've already searched bevel before because I did this tutorial once before and I didn't see my mouse, so I need to see my mouse. So we're going to bevel. And as soon as I press it, I get this dotted line going to my mouse. And if I move in, nothing happens. But if I move out, I get this. Now yours is going to look a little different because I've already done a bevel. But I'm going to pull this out. Yours is not going to have quite as many cuts. I'll show you why. You're going to change it so it does in just a second. So that's a nice bevel there, nice rounded edge. Over here, on the left hand side, segment cuts. Now yours is probably looking like that, yes? If you change this segment cuts to, there's 2 cuts, there's 3 cuts, it's going to be a bit smoother and that can't be a bad thing. I'm pretty happy with that. So this is what we're going to do next. Now I've got that sorted out. We are going to make our girder. Now our girder, like I was saying, back at our picture over here, where's my picture disappeared to? That's not it, there it is. It's going to be a flat eye-shaped plane and we're going to extrude it out that way, or straight up because this is our upright. So let's go with a plane. Now we're going to make it a part of this section. So I wonder what I might do is I might use this plane here because it's in the right position for me to start with. Or maybe I shouldn't. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to make this lot disappear for the moment. So we are going to select everything. We're going to click A. We could go select. Somewhere in here is going to be all. I imagine. That's not there. Oh, there it is. Select all, deselect all. We could go select all, or we can press A. So let's press A. Oh, deselect everything, select everything. And now we are going to hide it. We could go here in the View tab. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a H in there somewhere. Oh, there's not. Nothing I can see. Well, we can H to hide. Let's go, or we could just click on this little eye here. This is all our objects. That is the cube we've got selected. That's our original cube. That's our the thing we did yesterday. We could just hide it there. Click, 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 click. It's not clicking. Let's try H to hide. Excellent. Now it's hidden. I wonder why that was. I can't figure it out. There it is. Yeah. Anyway, H to hide, Alt H, A-L-T-H. Now, if you're working on a Mac, I'm not sure what the Alt key is. Could be Function key from memory. I've never used a Mac, I'm not sure. But I do Alt H, Alt H, Alt H to bring it back, H to hide. And now I'm just going to add a plane. Now I'm still in edit mode for that object. So we're going to add a plane. Bang, plane. Now we're going to do some loop cuts. Now remember yesterday when we were doing loop cuts, we were in the tools panel here, little tools panel. And if I go tools, it's actually bugging me that I can't find that hide, or view all. View all objects in scene. Maybe that'll do it. Nope. View. Select. Maybe. Is there a hide here? No. Mesh. It must be somewhere. Oh, there it is. Mesh. Show hide. Show hidden. All the objects. Alt H. See? And hide selected. And hide unselected. Oh, I didn't know about that. So that's in mesh. That's the mesh menu here. Never mind. We are going to focus in on this one. I just pressed number pad period to get there. And we are going to do some loop cuts. But this time we're going to do it a little differently. We're going to do 2 loop cuts. So we've got faces selected. Yep, beautiful. And let's click on Tools panel here. And loop cuts, and slide. There's one. But if we scroll up on our mouse wheel, we get 2. Scroll again, 3, 4, 5, keep scrolling, and you can have as many loop cuts as you want. But we only want 2 for our purposes because we're making that eye shape. So I'm just going to put 2 in there, and they're going to be in the center at the moment. I left click once. I can move them if I want, but I don't want to, so I'm going to right click confirm, locks it into place. And now I'm just going to thin those out. I'm going to go to scale mode, and I'm going to push them to the outside in scale mode. Beautiful. And now I'm going to do another 2 cuts, but this ones are going to be this way. So we'll go loop cut and hold it over there. 2 loop cuts, scroll up on my mouse wheel to get 2 loop cuts, and click once. Don't want to move it anywhere, so right click to confirm that position. Now these 2, I'm going to squeeze in a bit. Squeeze in that way. Now, you can almost see that I've got an eye there, but I've still got this face, and this face I don't want. I'm going to change to face select, and I'm going to right click there, and right click there, right click select there, and shift right click there, and delete those. Now we can press the delete key and choose faces because that's what we're getting rid of, and now they're gone. And there is my girder, or at least close as I really need it to be. All we need to do is extrude it up, so let's do that. Let us extrude up. We want to select all the faces. So I'm going to click A, select all faces. If I only had one selected, it'd deselect it, then keyed A again, and I got it. And we extrude. Now we could press E to extrude, just hit E and up we go. Or we can click over here, extrude region, and move it up. I'm just going to go a little part way, and then I'm going to change to arrows, and I'm going to move it the rest manually. because it's already extruded. All the faces are made. Let's just move it up. How high? About that high. That looks good. It's extruded up. Now, back at my pictures, have a look at my pictures. You'll see it gets thinner at the top as it goes up. And that's a flat face on that side. So, I want to keep this side flat, and this one's going to slowly curve into the top. So let's have a look at how to do that. I'm going to minimize that. And what I think I want to do is I want to keep this edge, that face, and that face still, because that's my flat face. These ones, however, I'm going to squeeze up this way, make them come in. So let's do that. Let's select that face, and that face, and that face, and that face, and that face. Yeah, got them selected. I'm going to press the decimal point on my keypad to zoom in. And I'm just going to see if this works because, oh, no, I'm not happy with that. Right click to unconfirm that.